कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Hanuman, upon receiving the instructions of Sugriva that he had to personally go and check who these two men were, now thought for a minute that going with my existing Vanara Rupam may cause some shock and surprises in these two men. That too, when I speak flawless, blemishless Sanskritam, it may cause certain shocks. So he goes in the disguise of a learned Brahmana in front of these two men. So Hanuman, as soon as he arrives in the presence of Rama and Lakshmana, says, Padmapatrekshano viro jata mandala dharino anyonya sadrishau viro devalokadihagato yadrichayeva samprapto Chandrasuryo vasundharam vishalavakshasau viro manushau devarupino. Who are these two men standing in front of me? Padmapatrekshano viro, with eyes that are akin to the petals of a newly blossomed lotus. Jata mandala dharino, those people who are having jata, they are having tresses, matted locks. Anyonya sadrishau viro, those men with valor which is unmatched, unsurpassed. Devalokadihagato, I don't see these two men from the earth. They must have landed from Devalokam. Yadrichayeva samprapto, I have found them just as a sheer mere coincidence. Chandrasuryo vasundharam, I also feel that the sun and the moon that give us light, that cools us during the night, that gives us brightness during the day, has found hands and legs and has started walking on Mother Earth. Vishanavakshasau viro, they have got broad chest. Manusho devarupino, maybe they are celestials who have come in the human form. Then Hanuman gets closer to Rama and Lakshmana. Looking at Rama, he says, Ayatascha suvrittascha. These two men seem of good demeanor. Bahavaha parigopamaha. He has hands which show the valor that he possesses. Sarvabhushana bhusharha. He is sporting so many ornaments on him. Wait, did he sport ornaments? Sarvabhushana bhusharha. He looks so very well decked. Then, kimartham na vibhushitaha. Why does he need ornaments? Sir, confusion. Is he having ornaments or not? Why does he need ornaments? Why is this question coming? Can you please clear the air, sir? You may ask. Let us go step after step. When Hanuman meets Rama, Rama has two hands. In Sanskritam, you have got Bahu for one hand, Bahu for two hands, Bahavaha for more than two hands. Rama has only two. So the good grammarian, the very well learned Hanuman should have said Bahu Why did he say Bahavaha? The commentator says, Ramasya Dakshino Bahuhu iti Lakshmanasya Ramabahutvat Bahubhyam Bahuvachanam. You generally use this in the Indian parlance. If someone is of extreme use and help to you, you say, that person is my right hand. It is assumed that everybody in this world is a right-handed person. And then you say, he is my right hand, which means, without him, I will not function. He is a part of me. Whatever I am successful, I also attribute partly to him. He is my right hand. Now, here the commentator says, Ramasya Dakshino Bahu. Dakshinam in Sanskrit means south as well as right. So for Rama, the right person who is his right-handed person is Lakshmana. So without Lakshmana, nothing will move in Rama's life. So if at all you are referring to Rama as well, you should recognize and value the relationship that Rama has with Lakshmana. So even if Hanuman is talking about Rama, he knew that Lakshmana was his right hand. Lakshmana has two hands. Rama has two hands. Rama's right hand is Lakshmana, which makes it Rama's left hand. Rama's right hand, which is Lakshmana, who has two hands. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3, the number 3 is more than 2. So one hand Bahu, two hands Bahu, 3 hands is Bahavaha. So Hanuman has sensed Lakshmana's contribution in Rama's life. So even while referring to Rama, he says Bahavaha. One interpretation. Second, Yadva Hanumato Bhaktatvena Tasya Chaturbhuja Veshena Drishyo Abhavat. Whenever we speak of Upabrahmanams, Itihasas and the Puranas, we refer to Sriman Narayana, Sri Mahavishnu as the one with 4 hands. You may ask, why does he need 4 hands? Can't he have 1000 hands? Can't he do things with 2 hands? He can have 2 hands. He doesn't need hands. Apani Pado. He doesn't need hands. But generally when Narayana is invoked, he is called Chaturbhujam. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum. Shashivaranam. Chaturbhujam. Prasanna Vadanam. Chaturbhujam. Even when he is born as Krishna to Devaki in Vasudeva, Shukabrahmam in Dashamaskandam of Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tamadbhutam Balakamambujekshanam Chaturbhujam Shankagadaryudhayudam. So he has got 4 hands. Even Paundraka Vasudeva of Kashi in the later part of Bhagavatam, when he wanted to mimic Krishna, he had 4 hands. In Bhagavad Gita, when the Lord shows his cosmic form, Arjuna says, I am worried and petrified looking at this cosmic form. As always, come with 4 hands. Tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena. So he is shown with 4 hands most of the times. Even when Vyasa, Badarayana is referred, Krishna Dvaipayana, it is said, Achaturvadanor Brahma Dvibahur Aparoharihi Apalalochana Shambhu Bhagavan Badarayanaha. This Veda Vyasa, this Badarayana, this Krishna Dvaipayana is Brahma minus 3 heads. He is Vishnu minus 2 hands. He is Shiva minus 1 eye. So Shiva has 3 eyes, you minus 1 eye, 2-eyed Shiva is Vyasa. Vishnu has 4 hands, minus 2 hands, you will have 2 hands, 2-handed Vishnu is Vyasa. 4 heads Brahma has, minus 1 head, he will be, minus 3 heads, he will become 1 head. So 1-headed Brahma is Vyasa. So even while describing Vyasa, it is said Dvibahur Aparo Harihi. So whenever Hari, Vishnu, Narayana is invoked with Chaturbhujam, that is what even Agamam says. But in Krishna Avataram, while being born, he had 4 hands. Later, upon his mother's request, he took away those 2 hands. In Rama Avataram, we don't see 4 hands. We see him as a normal human being. He says, Atmanam Manusham Manye Ramam Dasharathatmajam. I am a normal mortal, a primitive mortal, just like you. I am the son of Dasharatha. My name is Biram. He keeps telling that. But suddenly, where do we see his Paramata Tatmam? While granting moksham to Jatayu, for a second he forgets he is a human being. There is one such incident in Ramayanam as well. When out of sheer love, like how a mother has for her children, he showcased himself to Hanuman. To Hanuman's eyes alone, Rama showed the other 2 hands that he has with Shankham and Chakram. Nobody else could see. That is why Hanuman, who is a perfect grammarian, says Bahavaha, more than 2 hands, which is he saw the Shankha Chakra Mudra as well. Sir, does Rama carry 4 hands? We have never seen. I have seen. There is a beautiful kshetram, a very, very divine kshetram. People across the country have to unite and go to that kshetram. You know what is that kshetram? Bhadrachalam. Bhadra in Sanskrit means auspiciousness. Whatever you want good to happen in your family, marriage, children being born, children to become responsible citizens of the country, good children to the family, go to Bhadrachalam. Rama there is exquisite. You will see Rama seated with Sita seated on his lap, Lakshmana standing nearby. There, Rama will be having 4 hands. He will have Shankham and Chakram as well. One of the greatest composers in the Bhakti movement was Bhadrachala Ramadasu Swami. He was called Kancharla Goppanna. He worked with a Nizam king called as Tana Shah. His devotion was utmost. He even languished in the jail, and later, upon the intervention of Mata Sita and Rama, he was released from the jail. His compositions in chaste, sweet Telugu is unparalleled. He says, Adigo Bhadradri Gautami Idigo Chudandi Anupamanamai Ati Sundaramai Dhanaruchakramulu Dhaga Dhaga Meri Sedi. In another Kriti he says, looking at Sita, Nanu Brovamani Cheppave Sitamma Talli Nanu Brovamani Cheppave. What mistake have I done, Mata Sita? He requests, pleads to Sita. At one point in time when there was no action from Rama to release him from the jail, he says, did your father-in-law or father present you those beautiful pearl necklaces that you are sporting in the Bhadrachalam temple, Rama? Mama Ajanaka Maharaju Pampena Ramachandra. So his compositions are filled with devotion to Rama. So if please visit Bhadrachalam and see Chaturbhuja Rama. That's said. So for Hanuman alone, Rama must have showed 4 hands. That is why he has used Bahavaha. The next question. Rama relinquished all his jewelry while he left Ayodhya. But why is Hanuman associating Rama with ornaments? Remember, sporting ornaments has not been only for the women that we have seen in the Western tradition. In Bharatiya civilization, men and women both sported jewelry. They were in fact competing with each other to sport maximum jewelry. In such a scenario, while a man also sports jewelry, obviously, naturally, the son of an aristocrat king, monarch called as Dasharatha, his son Rama will also sport jewelry. But he had to relinquish all the jewelry and become like a hermit when he came to the forest. So he has taken away all his jewelry. All the huge, thick jewelry that he had to be taken away. But why do we sport jewelry in the mundane world? So that we look better, we look prettier, we look more beautiful. But in that scenario, aren't we agreeing in the corollary that we are not so good looking? Only if I put that jewelry, I will be better. Isn't that the corollary? When I say that I will look better if I sport the jewelry, it means I was not great before. And sporting the jewelry, I am becoming all the more beautiful. Rama relinquished all the jewelry. What is the purpose of jewelry? To make you beautiful. Now Rama doesn't have ornaments, he doesn't have jewelry. Hanuman says, not having jewelry, when Rama is not sporting any jewelry, that is his biggest jewelry. Because when Rama sports jewelry, that jewelry hides Rama's true beauty. Only when the jewelry is taken, Rama looks beautiful. So sporting no jewelry is the biggest jewelry for Rama, says Hanuman. Look at the way he speaks. Sarvabhushana bhusharhaha kimartham na vibhushitaha. When you sport no jewelry, that gives you more beauty and that is the biggest jewelry. Why do you need jewelry, Rama? Kimartham na vibhushitaha. Every word what Hanuman utters is diamond. It is platinum. We have to see how Rama is able to grasp Hanuman's eloquence. Next episode.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.